I am reviewing Lucidchart, a flowcharting piece of software, and I am a interactive game maker and storyteller, and I regularly use it to plot out the various ways in which the story beats and content of my games can be accessed in a variety of different ways and via a variety of different routes by audience members or players. Lucidchart has intuitive features like the automatic way in which it prompts you to choose what shape or color your next box will be when you make a line from an existing box. You can also have easily reusable templated boxes, again, 1 to 2 clicks away. Basically, I was very used to making flowcharts by hand or manually, even on paper, and now I'm able to massively reduce the amount of time that I spend on sort of fiddling, basically making a flowchart, and freeing up my brain to engage creatively with what I'm actually trying to convey, which again, as someone who's ultimately writing down quite complicated stories in what I'm doing, is just a big improvement on what I was used to doing before. Some of the limitations placed on having certain levels of subscription or not having certain levels of subscription, I suppose, can be a little bit frustrating when using Lucidchart, I would say. You can end up wanting to place more objects than you're currently allowed to. And for my business at the scale that I was at, I remember there were decisions that I had to make based on whether I could afford to scale up to a bigger plan, or whether I was just going to have to find some potentially quite annoying fiddly way of like reducing the content that was in the flowchart in question. Yeah, I would say it's not a limitation in the core functionality of the product, but I would like to see a slightly more generous subscription approach, perhaps. Intuitive. I would definitely recommend Lucidchart to anyone looking to speed up the way in which they can make easy to read, useful to explain to other people flowcharts. As someone who conveys sometimes quite complicated narrative ideas tries to do it in one big document, Lucidchart massively sped up the way in which I could do that, and my clients and colleagues who have to sort of look at what I've created also agree that it's really readable and much more just a big improvement on what I was doing before. So if you're in a position where you want to convey that kind of information quickly and easily and save time and focus your brain on actually the task you're trying to do and get your head round rather than fiddling with making a flowchart, then Lucidchart is a really good way to do that.